In today's video, I'm going to give you different basketball plays that you can run and a couple of different strategies that you can run if you're going up against a box-and-one zone. All of these plays are to allow your best player to get open, because in a box-and-one zone, the whole main idea is that the other team is going to be playing a zone defense with 4 players, and then 1 player is going to be playing man-to-man against your best player. So let's get down, let's check out some of these plays. Okay, so let's just say, as an example, player number 1 is the player that they are guarding one-on-one. Meanwhile, these other players here are going to be playing in that zone. Now, really quickly, this box, in most box-and-one zones, if it's taught correctly, will always stay as a box. If, for example, the ball is out on this wing, they're going to be moving over, as well as player 4 and 3 will be taking up the middle of the key. Same as if it's on this side, these players will move over, these players will be taking up the middle of the key, cutting off anyone who is cutting towards the rim. And there are 2 different strategies. There's one that will allow you to get your best player open, and then there's the secondary strategy which allows the rest of your team to be able to score the ball. So one way that you could allow your team to score, or at least your best player to score, is by doing something very simple, and that is to set a screen up top for your player. Your player is then going to use that screen, and that is going to force player 3 to defend player 1, because this is the player they do not want to score that ball. And because of that, player 3 is going to be forced out of his zone to guard player 1 until player 1 red catches up around player 4. Now you can use this to your advantage. You can have player 4 roll towards the basket and at the same time have players 2 and 3 cut baseline. The reason why this is important is because we're going to try and get player 1 to pass the ball to player 4, and that is going to be collapsing both players 5 and 4. We're going to be having players 3 and 2 cutting baseline, and at this point in time, we will have player 4 having 1 or 2 decisions, and that is to pass to players 2 or 3. And that's going to allow them to score. However, at this exact same time, what you could have instead is still to have player 3 cut baseline, and instead have player 2 set a screen again for player 1, who will be cutting down that side of the court, and at that point, player 4 could pass to player 1 for a mid-range shot, or for a layup. Player 1 could also cut towards the low corner and take a 3-point shot from there as well. Now instead, if you're running a 3-out, 2-in offense, you could actually really hurt this team badly. And what we can do here is have a pass out to player 3, which will bring player 2 out, and we're going to have player 5 move up and set a screen on player 1. Obviously, this could be ran on this side as well. It would just be the complete opposite. At this time, we would have player 1 cutting towards the basket, and we would have player 3 pass to player 1, which would bring player 5 out and have player 4 roll off of that screen. This could be, if left open, an easy shot. This could be a pass to player 5 for a layup. Or, if that brings player 4 over, an extra pass over to player 4. Now, what else we could do as well is instead we could have player 1 cut out towards that left side, similar to how a triangle offense would start, where you would have the pass to the wing and cut out towards that side. But instead, what we are going to be doing is having player 5, that's going to force him out because nobody wants player 1 to score. The zone defense is going to move towards the middle to cut off any drive, and we're going to have player 2 move down towards this low corner. At this time, player 5 is going to be rolling towards the basket, and we could have player 5 go in for a layup. Player 1 is going to be meanwhile trying to catch up with the player he's supposed to be guarding, and one of a few things could happen. We could have player 5 go in for a layup, we could set a hammer pass out to player 2 for a 3. We could have a pass over to player 4 for a layup, or this could bring player 5 in and a quick kick out for player 1 to take the 3. Now these two plays could have literally saved probably the Golden State Warriors when they were playing against the Raptors in the finals a couple of years ago, instead of running all these different elevator plays that actually don't work against a box and one. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball team and be able to beat those teams that tend to run janky box and one defenses against you. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you become a better coach, player, and team, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Make sure to go check out my unbeatable basketball defense down in the description below.